Hello everyone and welcome to Delirious Gaming episode 33. It's the 30th of July and the game in the background is still Supreme Commander. So I've been on a holiday for the past 2 weeks. I will try to resume normal episodes this week, but after this week I will be on another holiday for 2.5 weeks. They weren't planned really far in advance, but it just happened to be this way. So, seeing as I've been on holiday, I've been away from my computer and I haven't really been able to play a lot of games. I made some use of the Steam summer sales. I got myself Batman Arkham City and Sniper V2 and some other games, but those two I will be playing the most probably, and I might just make a My Life In series of it. And other than that, I've been playing a few demos and a bit of Lego Batman 2 because those episodes will also need to resume. The next 2.5 weeks I will be away, but if I'm correct, I can resume normal broadcast as of Wednesday, August 22nd. Might be a day later. And I'm planning to release a Delirious demo every week and My Life in Lego Batman 2 every week. But of course they are recorded in advance. So on to the gaming news. The Wii U will cost about $299. At least that is what the current news says. It has also been announced earlier that the Wii U will cost 250 British pounds, or about 320 euros, which of course isn't that bad for a console, but we'll need to see how it works out with the Wii U, seeing as Nintendo tends to be a bit later with development, with graphics and stuff. But they use other gimmicks. Borderlands 2 will be a lot better than the first one, seeing as the developers are saying that they will get a lot more and smarter enemies. There will be about 15 to 20 different enemy classes, and of course every class will get a number of variations, which means that the current count of enemies is between the 200 and the 300. The Skags and the Bandits will come back in a upgraded form. Some examples of the new enemies will be the Thrashers, who are animals that dig itself in, and the huge Goliath. They will also be smarter when attacked, so some guys will use the environment, such as take cover behind walls or use roofs to get to other players. Baldur's Gate, the Enhanced Edition, is a remake of the classic role-playing game, and it will be released on September 19th for the PC, and it will release later that month for the iOS and the Mac. The Android version is the only one which hasn't got a precise release date. The game will get original content, the expansion Tales of the Sword Coast, and an extra story, just as 3 new player characters will be able to be added to the party. The Enhanced Edition is an online variant. At least you can go online and play it with other ones. It will be cross-platform, and it will cost around €20, and the Android version will be around $10, and the iOS version. Jason Rubin, who is the top guy of THQ, is saying that the current trends of the game industry are marching towards the PC. So I'm guessing this means that we get a lot more PC titles the next year, seeing as everybody is still waiting for the new consoles. At the moment, there are some rumors of someone who had a dev kit in hand that the new Xbox 720 will get an Intel processor with 8 cores. The question is if it's the real one, but of course, an 8-core processor won't be that strange, seeing as they're already using quad cores left and right for everything, so it will need to get an octa-core just to be the real next-gen thing. It is also rumored to have a video card of NVIDIA and more than 8 gigabytes on RAM. It is been known of dev kits to have twice as much memory as normal, so it might just be a bit different. On the other hand, it might just be a really good point to base our views on. Ubisoft has recently registered some domains, and most of them have something to do with Might and Magic Heroes Online. It is expected that sometimes during the Gamescom they will announce something about it, which will be in the middle of August, so it might just be that Ubisoft is continuing the current online game trend with their own franchise. And Capcom has made a very nice quarter. They made about 300% more than the same period last year. The last quarter, which was from April 1st until June 30th, had a profit of about 13.5 million, and in the same period last year this was just 3.5 million. The publisher is saying that the reason for this is games like Dragon's Dogma and a few social games like Smurfs Village and Resident Evil Outbreak, which have been released in the last few months, so it just might explain the major profit. There's the sequel of Limbo, which has the codename Project 2 at the moment, will be in development for at least 2 years. At least this has been announced by Arne Jensen, who works for the developed company Playdead. It hasn't been announced which platforms the game will be on, but it will probably be on a lot of different platforms, seeing as it's built on the Unity engine. So I'm guessing that this will get some new news in a year or so. And it has been rumored that the browser plugin of Uplay, which is a game service of Ubisoft, makes it possible for third person to get access to the PC of users. It's not Uplay itself which will do this, but it's really only the plugin. So if you're using it at the moment, it might just be smart to deinstall it until this blows over. And Microsoft is launching its Surface tablet on October 26th, and this will be on the same day that Windows 8 will be available for consumers. So the Surface will probably be having Windows 8 running on it, and we'll just have to see how it works. Of course, Windows 8 will be a bit of a challenge, seeing as it will probably change a lot again for PC gamers, and of course it will change the possibilities of the tablets. So I have no rumors today, or at least no rumors which haven't been announced in the news, and I have no eSport news, seeing as it's a bit quiet on that area. So we're going to the game releases. I have no specific releases for Europe for the rest of this month, but as I've said earlier, it just might be a bit strange, seeing as I haven't gotten enough games in July or in June on this site which I'm using. I still haven't found a better site at the moment, and this will probably be something which I will fix in September, seeing as I'm having too much holiday to focus on it at the moment. I have a few games which will be released in the US. Tomorrow there will be released The Political Machine 2012 for the PC, Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance for the Nintendo 3DS, Growlancer Wayfarer of Time for the PSP, Pocky Ninja 2 Original for the browser, Final Fantasy Dimensions for the iPhone, Curiosity for the PC, The Host Holic for the PC, Cartoons for the iPhone, Transcripted for the PC and the Mac, and Pebble Rising 3D for the Windows Mobile, and Kung Pao Granny for the iPhone. Now, last but not least, I will be talking about a Kickstarter project which is called Knock Knock. They need $30,000. They have 43 days to go, which is quite a lot of time, and it looks quite strange but good as far as I can see at the moment. They explained the concept a bit in the Kickstarter and some gameplay details, but it's a bit about you in a wooden house in the woods. I believe it's a wooden house. Anyway, it's a house in the woods, and when the night comes, some monsters try to invade your property, and you need to stop them. You can do this by turning on the lights and trying to repair everything, seeing as some poltergeists are trying to crack down the walls, which will enable the monsters some access. You need to survive until dawn comes, which will be around 5 to 10 minutes, and that will beat the level. But you can make your house bigger. You can get some objects to use, and of course the lights won't be on forever, so you need to keep moving and turning them on while the poltergeists are showing up. In the same time, you need to fix the house, and you can't really face the monsters straight on, seeing as you will lose your sanity if you try to do that. It's being developed by the company Icepick Lodge, which is established in 2002 in Russia. And at the moment they have 3 finished projects, at least the ones that they are announcing, which is Pathologic, The Void, and Cargo, The Quest for Gravity. They are talking a bit about stretch goals, but it will enable them to build a few extra monsters. They will make a playable character who will probably be a female, seeing as you can only play male at the moment. They will make some patches, which will probably do some things. And they will even make a camping mode, which means you can get into the forest itself and leave the house. So I'm quite curious to it. They haven't said when they want to release it. They are working on it since last November, so they have a bit done already, but we'll probably hear a bit more about it later on. The first reward you can get is for $5, which gets you a downloadable copy of the game. And they have an estimated delivery of December 2012, so I'm guessing that they want to release by the end of the year. Now, for some other news, there is a new Indie Gala online, Indie Gala 7. At the moment it has about 13 days left, and you get 4 games just by paying the minimum, which are Rick and Roll, Space Rangers, Rain Conflict of Chaos, and the 4th one will be announced in the 2nd week. If you beat the average, you will get Dead to Spice, Moment of Truth, King's Bounty Armored Princess, and UFO Afterlight, and another bonus game which will be announced in the 2nd week. And of course you get some secret bonuses, but those also will be announced in the 2nd week. So it is not known at the moment who will have them. At the moment the average is just a bit below $7. So it's quite a good grab. The games are all supported on Steam, but most of them are also RDM free, so might just be a good bundle to get. So that was all for today. I hope to see you guys tomorrow.